Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is week 2 of the Hug Your Home Challenge, and this week we're in the kitchen. So the things that are recommended to be purged from your kitchen this week are: number 1, purge 5 food storage containers. Number 2, purge 5 mismatched mugs or glasses. Number 3, declutter cabinets and find 15 items to go. Number 4, declutter countertops and table. Find 10 more things to go. That would be number 5. So I will tell you, a few months back, I actually went through my whole kitchen and decluttered so much stuff. And as many of you know, I have a very small kitchen, and so I keep it pretty lean in here. Because I don't have a whole lot of storage area to keep a lot of things, I get rid of quite often because I just don't have anywhere to go with anything. So instead of going through the purging process, I'm actually going to share with you some of my tips for organizing a smaller kitchen, and I'm going to walk you through my kitchen and show you how I've done this now. This is my kitchen area, and as you can see, it is pretty small. So on the bottom here, I have the dishwasher, I have the cabinets that are under my sink, I have this cabinet that actually reaches all the way back there. And then I have this drawer that I put nothing in because it doesn't open. So when the people replaced the stove, the people who lived here prior to us, they got a stove that came out too far. So now that drawer doesn't open. We have a top cabinet there, 2 small cabinets above the microwave, cabinets here, there, 2 that are up above the refrigerator. Then down below I have a total of 3 drawers, 1 cabinet there, and then this cabinet that is another one that goes all the way back. So I'm going to start at the top and show you how I've organized my top cabinets. So these up here are just things that I don't use very often. I did get some of these magnetic storage containers at the Container Store, and I have medications in these top 2, and then I have our coffee filters in here, and it's just a really good use of space there because our coffee pot is here. I don't like to keep a whole lot of things out on the counters, but these items are items that we use every single day, and it just doesn't make sense to put them inside because we would be getting them back out every day. So we have our knife block, the toaster, the coffee pot, the air fryer, my teapot, and salt and pepper shakers. And then this is a little rooster that has sentimental value that has to do with a story about my grandma. So up here, this cabinet, and these cabinets are very old, they are original to the house, and I would love to replace them, but that is just not in the works at this point, so we make do with what we have. I have our everyday cups down here. This is our Yetis and coffee mugs that are for traveling. Up on top we have miscellaneous cups. In this cabinet, I keep our coffee mugs on the bottom, and I have a wire shelf in there to separate those out to give us some extra storage. On this shelf, I keep our coffee, top shelf extra mugs, and that's it for that cabinet. This cabinet is one of those cabinets that actually goes all the way back in the corner, and it's such an inefficient use of space that I put storage containers that can slide in and out. So I have my spices in this container, and then there's another one back there. And what I do is I can just pull these out, sit them down and see what we have, and then I can pull the other one out. And as you can see, I have spices in there, and that way I can really take advantage of that space back there and I make it really easy to pull that out. So I have spices in this, and the one back there. I got these containers at Walmart. And then over here, this is where I keep all of my supplies for tea. So I have another container with all of my tea bags, and this is just some loose leaf tea back in there, and then my diffusers. Up here I have some accessories for my air fryer. I keep all of my measuring cups here, as well as some measuring cups back in that container that just slides back in there just like these did, and I can pull those out. Up there I have some extra little plates that I don't use very often that are for Christmas, and I have those stored up there with some bowls, and that is my steamers for the microwave and the cheese cutter. And that's it for that cabinet. Then when you come across over here to this cabinet, this is where I keep all of my plates. And I use Corelle just because it is so thin. They're, I think, beautiful plates, and yet they're so thin that I can have all of these plates stacked in here and they don't take up any space. So I have larger plates, smaller plates. These are like dessert size or salad plates, small bowls. I have two different sets of Corelle bowls up here. I have some serving bowls there. Up on top I have bigger serving bowls, and that is what makes up that cabinet. Bringing you down lower, this is where I have my drawers, and I have only 3 sets of drawers here, so I really have to be careful how many utensils that I have. But this one is kind of odds and ends things. I have my can opener in here, like some extra little tiny spatulas, my jar opener. This is like some of these kind of things. Peelers, my salad chopper, and the garlic press. So this is all like things that are not typical. I don't use them every day, but you know, I do use them quite often, so I want to keep them. In this drawer is where I keep my silverware, and I have all of my silverware in the front, and then just in the back I keep some larger spoons for serving and that kind of thing. I don't have to get to those very often, so I put them back there, but they're out of the way. And then in this drawer, which is right next to the stove, I have another one of those 2-section dividers like I had in the other drawer. I keep my spatulas in this section. I keep all of my spoons and my spaghetti strainer here. I do have a ladle back here. I keep a couple of whisks in here, some spatulas, and then my pizza cutter is in the back. And that's what I keep in that drawer. On the bottom down here, I reserve this cabinet for all of my cookware, and I try to keep it pretty organized so that it doesn't get a jumbled mess, but I keep it all down there, all separated out. On the top shelf I have my strainers and my cheese grater, and then I have 2 containers here that I can just reach back and pull out, and they have small Ziploc bags and large Ziploc bags. And then over here I have cling wrap and aluminum foil and my pot holders. This cabinet, I have a little bit of everything in here. This is where I keep some of my larger appliances shoved in the back. I have this little container here that has Kroger bags in it. They just shove in the top, and then I can pull them out the bottom. There is the griddle that fits in my oven. And this is all just baking sprays and oils. And then in the back of that cabinet I have my mixer, my KitchenAid mixer, and some other bigger appliances. Now this cabinet down here doesn't really have anything much in it right now. I just have some bakeware, some cookie sheets and things like that. And I know that I need to go through it and organize some things, but it is a project for the future. In a couple of months, we are going to actually put a door on the back of this cabinet. So if you follow this around, so the cabinet is over there, this is the back here, and that all opens up to that cabinet. And so we saved some doors that came off of the cabinets that were in my laundry room, and we're gonna put those doors right here, and that way we can open that up and be able to get into all that area back there. So that's why I just decided that I wasn't gonna worry with organizing that area just yet. So that is the organization in my kitchen. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my kitchen and how I've chosen to organize it. It is a small area, but I think I've done a pretty good job of making it work for my family. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.